In the last video I posted on this channel, I asked the question, does your jaw obey you? Well, what if your answer was no? What if you tried the mental focus I suggested and still your jaw just never yielded? It just was chronically tight, still is. Well, if so, I can definitely relate. My jaw was chronically tight all throughout my teens and 20s. And it took a lot of vocalizing. It took a lot of focus on the mental aspect and focus on the physical aspect in order to shake it loose so it yields for me now. It relaxes for me now when I sing. It's still tight for me sometimes when I go a day without singing. So it's literally now I can use singing to loosen my jaw, but it wasn't always that way. Took a lot of practice. So first I want you to watch that video if you haven't already, Does Your Jaw Obey You? Because I outlined the mental focus that's needed to constantly ask the jaw to release. Remember, jaw tension starts up in the brain. And if you don't believe that, all you have to do is have enough tequilas and you can discover that once the brain lets go, a jaw follows. You can also find out you have a loose jaw by exercising the tension out of you. And I don't mean that by vocalizing. I mean literally just run a half a marathon, run a whole marathon. Just get a sweat going, get yourself exhausted, and you will see that your jaw has the ability to hang loose. We just need to apply that setting to singing. Then you'll have control of your voice because you could always add in tension. That's more incremental. It's more by choice than when there's already tension there. You've got to fight for a little room inside. So now we're going to take, on this video, we're going to take the physical approach. And that is by just asking the jaw to release a little bit more. And you'll find it to be a two-way street. Yes, the brain tells the jaw to tense, but the jaw can also tell the brain to chill out. This is going to be simple, as all my exercises are. So what you want to do is just create a little opening, a little gap, and we'll sing from there. Say we'll start here. Just take your pinky, place it between your teeth, don't bite. Now the reason I want you to use your pinky, because it's going to be a good little biofeedback tool. If you put a cork or something like they used to in the old days in there, you could bite that thing in half before you realize your jaw's tense again. And so with your pinky, you'll feel the pressure, or if you put some teeth marks in it, you'll know for sure. Simple scale will do us. I want to go back and forth between an ah and an e vowel, because normally when there is jaw tension, there is also tongue tension. So we can get that tongue waggling back and forth. You will find it to release. Your jaw will release much easier. Ah, 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 ah. Now make sure you're getting that nice E sound without using your face. Ah, ah, ah. I don't want you to be spreading or making a smile for the E. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. Keep the volume the same as you sing the scale. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. Keep singing the scale with just the pinky between your teeth until your jaw, you learn to stop biting. There'll be a certain pitch, a certain area where you're fine up to that point, and then you'll feel the jaw clamp down on your finger. Again, use your finger as the tattletale. Go back upstairs, tell your brain to relax the jaw. After you're good with a pinky's distance, try the thumb. We're just going to graduate the opening. But I don't still want you to make that sound with your E, meaning I don't want you to use your face to make an E vowel. So now we're just going to gap it with a thumb so we're a little bit wider. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, ah, ah. Just skipping around here to make sure we hit all the different ranges. Ah, 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 ah. As always, keep the volume the same. Ay, 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 ah. Ay, 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 ah. No biting. Ay, 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 ah. when the thumb's distance becomes comfortable, when you can do that without pushing loud notes louder, then graduate to 2 fingers. Again, this should never irritate the jaw. You don't want to ever bite down on the fingers. We're just looking for a little opening. 2 fingers distance. Now notice there's 0 activity in my jaw here. So if you feel if you feel as you go up in pitch that your jaw is bearing down, you've gone too far, too fast, go back to the thumb, go back to the finger. In other words, back off. Don't rush this process. You don't want to irritate your jaw. We gain nothing from irritating the jaw in this exercise series. By having your jaw open so long that you do collect some drool, so you got to swallow that down. That's a good thing. That's a healthy sign. It means that those muscles that surround the saliva ducts are relaxing. So it's always a good thing when you create some saliva while you're singing. If you constantly get dry mouth, it just means that those saliva ducts are being restricted by those muscles, and those muscles aren't able. They're holding the saliva ducts closed, and therefore you're not getting any relubrication. Once you get this comfortable at a medium volume, it's fine. It's fine to go louder, but only if you can do so with that jaw staying relaxed. Again, as you heard from the last video about the focus aspect of this, you want to bring singing into a relaxed jaw environment. If your jaw is being stubborn, it's okay to use fingers to pry it open, but only if you're getting that yield from the brain. Hope that makes that clear. 2 inroads. One is a mental focus. One is a physical denial of the jaw tensing. You can just literally put your fingers in the way. Don't forget to subscribe to my video channel, and that way the tip of the week will continually come to you. I'm Mark Baxter for Lesson.com.
Can't you see the possibility?